I'm taking a swig. Play that shit. It's like you just. I do exactly the same thing I did back in the day. I just say something. What up, though? We're back after like almost 4 years or some shit. This is Zach with Deadchatt with my boy Aalan. Whenever he appears, yeah, dude, that's actually like classic. That's like our classic ass. You what up, though? After I say some shit and put you on the spot. Hey, we're here. Yeah. Walking Dead's back, and somehow we're back.
Apparently,
so, yeah, out of nowhere. No fucking like announcements other than you spelled my name wrong.
Oh shit! You didn't tell me about it.
Fix that while I'm saying what's going on. Right. So yeah, I hit Aalan up and we were just talking ballparking, and I was like, Walking Dead's coming back. I'm covering it one way or another. We bring a Deadchatt back, and he's like, fuck it. And then we hit Twitter with I don't know. I posted a screenshot like I have an idea, a resurrection or some shit like that, and here we are.
Here we are.
So yeah, Walking Dead season 10 part C is back to premiere.
I fixed your name.
Oh yeah, I'm Zach. Also, we both stream and shit, so we'll plug that at the end. Stay tuned if you like gaming. And oh shit, I'm big. Fucking the title of this episode was Home Sweet Home, and like what's cool is our girl Maggie's back. Like that's the big thing. Like she helped save. Basically, our group would have survived, I guess, except Gabriel was about to bite the dust, but she saved his ass. And like, I don't know. With everyone gone, it's good to have her back. What do you think, Aalan?
Well, for me, after not keeping up with season 10 for like
he just spammed everything the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah. So
where'd you leave off? It was basically after Negan. Well, just basically in the area after Negan got captured.
No,
right?
The last episode I watched was when the Whisperers killed everybody.
Oh shit!
Sorry.
So like basically, you're talking like Jesus.
Yeah.
So that's
the process at the end.
So that was still season 9. That was somewhere in the middle of season 9. Okay.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, dude. If we were doing that episode had me so turned. If we were doing like Deadchatt stuff, then it would have been, man. I love Jesus.
No, it would have been fire.
But yeah, so like, and that was what a way to introduce him too. That was fucking nuts. But yeah, it's been long gone now. Anyways, but like having Maggie back, and like she missed the whole conflict, but what we kind of start learning is she dealt with a lot on her own. What was going on?
Yeah.
But the episode, what's really cool is like the last time Maggie seen Judith, she was like probably a toddler at best, and now like it starts out these two are talking in a trail, and like Judith is like what 10 or something now.
Yeah.
And like yeah, it's crazy. Like even Judith remembers her to a point. And she's just talking to her like an adult.
That's because Judith had to grow up,
Yeah, well, especially now, like everyone's gone. It's just her and Uncle Daryl.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I like how in the beginning it started creating the tension with right away with Negan. Like she's like, oh, he's still here, and then he's just kind of there. Like
he was like, hey, I didn't escape. If just so you know.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't escape if that's what you're thinking. She's just like pissed off and storms away. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously Glenn, that shit sucked. So
right.
That's it. It starts out just right away like that. And then like right off the bat, like you see Daryl and Carol talking. Basically, Hilltop has nowhere to go. Hilltop adopted Kingdom's people not long ago, and now they have nowhere to go. So they got to go to, most of them are going to Alexandria, and like a dozen were going to Oceanside because like, you think about it now, the sanctuary has fallen, the Kingdom and the Hilltop. Yeah. Which, just for reference, like not trying to spoil much about the comics, but the comics have been done for a while. Those are 3 places that survived everything.
Wait, in the comic?
Yep.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so like they survived. All three of those communities survived everything. So that's already a big change. So basically, I see a lot of like Alexandria focused shit coming, and that's like looking at the name Home Sweet Home. Like you're thinking about Maggie's potential of coming back, but you're also getting back to this is other like they've stayed at the prison and shit, but Alexandria is the one place that they've actually defended and built back up and kept going back to, and now it's like everyone's coming back. Everyone's
Well,
falling
she,
back there.
what's her? Just after the Negan scene, Maggie's actually going to the hilltop.
Yeah,
And,
so we're introduced to some people that Maggie met along the way. Elijah and Cole. Elijah was the ninja-looking guy. Yeah, kind of. I remember when everyone was trying to figure it out, like because it was part of the promo before, like they dropped the finale. They're like, "That's Morgan. Morgan's back!" Like because you know how Morgan had to look like that for a little bit,
oh yeah,
but yeah, now so that's Elijah, and then we also get introduced to Cole, who's like giving me Dwight vibes, but like
I
that's
don't have a picture of him for some reason. I thought I did.
I think I sent one that had both of them in it.
We'll see him in a little clip at the end. We'll see him in a
But
little clip.
so basically, like she wants to take them to the hilltop, and because like there's some we don't know what's going on yet, but there's issues there,
Yeah,
and she Carol's like, well, we gotta show you something basically, and then the hilltop's burnt to the ground, and Carol's like, gotta let you know, Negan was with them that night. And like she's like, I wanted to tell you, and like Maggie put two and two together with Negan saying I didn't escape. You let him out, and she's like, Alpha needed to die, and Negan's one of the reasons why we didn't lose everything.
right. Yeah,
And
basically Negan went in undercover and infiltrated them, and we all know
yeah,
what happened.
so then like Cole is like, so we're supposed to go to what's it called, Alexandria, and we're supposed to go live next door to the guy that did all this and murdered her husband. And Daryl's like, we're still trying to figure shit out. Like honestly, there's Negan being out, it's only been weeks at most,
Yeah,
like literally, and it's been like months at most since like that where he saved Judith, and like Michonne was starting to be like, okay, a little bit like conversating, like entertaining the conversation with Negan now. So like
right.
this whole idea of Negan potentially being a good guy is like shot, but like it seems like the normal Alexandrians are more accepting than most of the main characters. So, and I would say that's like a big like that should say something, like because those
Well, the thing
should be
is,
the ones that are scared.
right, and also after having all those places, all those communities, and now the fact that there's only the hilltop, well, actually never the hilltop, Alexandria and Oceanside, as far as they know, as far as their territory, you know, at this point is everybody's welcoming, and there's not a lot of threats that they know about so far.
Yeah, well, they've known what Negan's been up to the last like 7 years or whatever. Like he hasn't done shit, and he's been like he's been his same sarcastic ass, but he's been like cooperative.
Yeah.
But so like Maggie's basically like, well, thanks for telling me, and I got to get to my people. So Daryl's gonna go with, and then Kelly shows up because obviously she wants to keep an eye out for Connie, and Daryl's down with that because Connie might be. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be Daryl and Connie or Connie and Carol. I mean, it could be that too. Screw it. But fucking Daryl and Carol. But there is a Daryl Carol show coming up after The Walking Dead ends, so like kind of
Yeah.
But either way, so Kelly and Daryl join Elijah, Cole, and Maggie to go get Herschel and the rest of the people that are traveling with Maggie. And we kind of like once they clear like a little area with some tins and whatever, and Maggie cuts her hand trying to close the door, and like basically they're getting some cover because they can't make it to the camp before dark.
Even though she wanted to keep going, and
yeah,
the reason why
she's
is her
still
son.
all persistent. She's still
Yeah.
persistent as she's ever been. So like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but they clear it, and when we start finding out like Daryl and Carol, or not Daryl and Carol, Daryl and Maggie start having conversation, we start figuring out like a little bit what Maggie's been up to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like that's what's the mystery, like what's been so important that Maggie's been gone, like because she missed, and my favorite comic story arc, but like one of the biggest, like that was probably the most like destruction that they've received from a war since being in Alexandria. And they've dealt with a lot. They dealt with the herd. They dealt with Negan. They dealt with like the people with the W's on their heads.
Yeah.
Again, but legit, the Whisper.
The wolves, right?
Yeah, I think they're the wolves. The Whisperers legit took out the hilltop, and they're part of the reason why the fair didn't go successful. And
Exactly.
that kingdom, it probably like the kingdom sounded like it was going to fall anyways, but it made it sound like it was bad. It happened at a bad time.
Yeah.
And like we've lost a lot of heavy hitters to the Whispers. We've lost Sadiq, Jesus, and Enid.
Enith.
And just in general, a lot of people like, and so like the Whisperers probably have been the most destructive group that they've faced so far. And like it's just Maggie's wasn't there, but we're finding out she's dealing with some fucked up shit. So she was with Georgie and like they're going places helping them like she meant to do. And she like tells Daryl like one of the reasons I left is because Negan was taking up too much headspace. Like I couldn't have that. I was driving myself crazy. So she went to go help with Georgie, and apparently things would go good for a while and fall. Like, and that's something like Aalan hasn't caught up in Fear the Walking Dead, but that's something that kind of like is happening in Fear, like, and that kind of like makes me like think about things because like eventually these stories are going to mesh in some way.
Because of the, when they were in the group, they heard about this other people, so she went actually west.
Okay, so yeah, she was talking. We were at Knoxville for a while, taught him how to like route water and this and that. And Georgie and the twins heard something about the city out west, so they went. Now, a lot of people that have seen the episode that I've heard talk about it, they were wondering if it's the Commonwealth or so, which is presumably the people that Eugene and Ezekiel and them are interacting with at the moment that we haven't got to see much more on yet. Or there's potential it's CRM related, which has to do with Rick and the helicopter people. So like there's two, and there's all like it's unknown if the Commonwealth are integrated with them, but like Aalan hasn't watched the new shows yet, but basically the CRM are part of three communities that are part of like that are intertwined that are doing something. That's what we do know about them. So it could be any combination of those four things. But long story short, she's like after Georgie left, things went south not long. And she like Daryl asked her what happened. She's like, I don't want to talk about it. And you kind of figured that was gonna end there, but she starts talking about other things. So like I'm gonna bring that part up later when we start talking about who conflict in this episode is with, because I wonder if that's where it started. Because a lot more has happened since then before she even got back there. So she's like, I thought about coming home, but I didn't. And Daryl's like, what'd you do? And she's like, well, me and Glenn always talked about going out to my Nana's beach house and just, just get away for a little bit, not permanently, just get away for a little bit and like, rest the mind type deal. And so I took Herschel there and a couple people I had, and it was a blast. Hardly walkers, waves would crashing on Herschel. He was giggling, just good time.
Herschel, by the way, is her son.
Yeah, Herschel's the little Glenn, and that's part of the reason why she like wanted to make sure she got back that night. But like, she want to make sure her kid's fine. Exactly. So, long story short, I guess like they met some people and it was like too good to be true. They needed us as much as we needed them. And then some people come along and I don't remember like exactly what it was, but I'm assuming it's Reaper related, which we'll bring that name up again. Reapers. And so basically they've kind of like bounced around and this is where she's ended up back. And because things have gotten bad. And like, Daryl's talking with her and he's like, I know you can't say everything because but she's like, it's good to talk about. And like she's like, the real reason I'm not here is because I couldn't have Negan in my head and blah blah blah. And they like kind of talk it out a little bit, and then he's like, all right, I'll be next door if you need me. And she's like, all right. And then next day, like they wake up, Kelly's like missing. They go looking, you see Kelly like looking on top of a truck and stuff, and like Maggie's like, oh, you can't be running away. Like Kelly almost accidentally shot her. And she's like, Daryl's like, her sister's missing. And then like all of a sudden you see Ninja Man, like Ninja jump up there. And she's like, everyone's like, what the fuck? And Maggie's like, he just lost his too. So like he, there you can already see like Ninja Man's connecting with Kelly a little bit because they have some common ground. And so they start getting close to the cabin where Maggie's people are, and they see smoke burrowing out of it. And so they start sprinting, get there, and basically the place is destroyed.
Yeah, they've been attacked.
Yeah. And like she's panicking because Herschel's supposed to be there, or people are supposed to be there. They find like no one's there. There's 2 dead bodies, and it's in the middle of the woods. So like they go looking for them. They split into 2 groups: Daryl and Maggie.
We
And
also
then
we also pretty much figure out that there's only 6 people at the camp.
yeah, there's not very
Very
many.
dead.
She had like 10ish at most. Like
Yeah. So there's 9 altogether.
So and they name drop the Reapers. They're like Cole's like the Reapers did this. It's the Reapers, and she's like, you don't know. She's like, they're hunting us. It's them.
Yeah.
I don't know how they found us. We covered our tracks, so it feels like this has been going on for a while. That's why I hint back to Knoxville. Apparently, when shit went south, is her exact quote, I think. And so, long story short, they split into the 2 groups: Elijah, Cole, and Kelly. Which Elijah and Kelly have a really cool moment where like he lets her like look under the mask and like. Yeah, like you could tell like he's going through shit because like he's probably he's lost a lot recently, and like they have a connection on this and they're getting it done. So like when it goes over to Maggie and Daryl, Daryl almost kills one of Maggie's people because he doesn't know him. Like he sees someone in the woods, grabs her, and like Maggie's like, no, that's our people. And like they find out like it was the Reapers and that there's someone hunting them in the woods right now, and homeboy gets shot while he's making a big deal. It's the
He gets shot in the neck.
Yeah, right through the fucking neck. So like
right
all of a sudden chaos ensues, like because they hear the silent shots. So like they run in, and basically like it was hinted that Herschel's fine so far, like he was hiding, and then like it gets to a point where Daryl and Maggie are hiding. And like one of the people got shot, and they're like, it's bait. If we go out there, he's gonna shoot us. And like Maggie's other homie walks up, and she gets got, but she makes eye contact with Maggie before dying, like saying like signaling she's seen Herschel. So like Maggie does the whole flankaroo. Daryl's trying to watch so he can crossbow a motherfucker, and we see an eyeball. We have a picture of that, don't we? The eyeball.
I don't think I have it.
Oh, you didn't save it. Well.
Oh wait, I do have it.
Yeah, Maggie's walking by.
Yeah, I do have it.
Dude, that was kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, his ghillie suit and shit. Like, we have a couple pictures of him, don't we?
Yeah.
So like Maggie and this dude get into it, and she stabs him, and he like doesn't take damage because he's like got some kind of like armor underneath.
He gets stabbed and he gets shot with an arrow.
Like you see him like this is like when they finally got him cornered, but like this man yeeted Daryl when Daryl was useless in this fight.
Daryl was like knocked out.
Yeah, Daryl did all this good ass tracking to find him, and this man just tossed Daryl like he was a fucking rag doll. So like Kelly ends up saving his ass by shooting she grabbed Daryl's crossbow and shot him, and so like she's like they surrounded him, and he like put his knife down and shit, and like she's like, who are you? Why are you doing this? And he said, we know something's coming up because he said the Pope marked you. Like, who the fuck's the Pope? I don't know. But long story short, is that something to do with the Reapers? That another group? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, and all of a sudden he just pulls the pin. I think Aalan can show us what happened here.
Yeah, we'll play the video. Actually, let's play the video later on towards the end of the episode.
Okay, so like this man pulls like a pin, and like Maggie realizes he's bombed, so everyone drops. Somehow they don't fucking die, but whatever. I'm okay with it.
I thought that was
gimmicky.
Silly.
That was gimmicky. But then they're wandering through the woods, and like Maggie's doing some whistle thing, and all of a sudden she gets smacked in the head with like an acorn or a pine cone or some shit, and she looks up, and it's little old Glenn Herschel. Hey, Mom. Sitting up this little fucker. I'm like, he's just casually just chilling in a tree, like, what up though?
Hey, he's got the survivor skills though.
You do see like he has a knife on him, like in one of the later shots. So like he's probably got like he's got some decent knowledge, kind of like.
And I mean the fact that his mom is a badass, like that's never gonna.
They basically, it looks like Herschel's the only one to live out of all that, so like that's crazy. But anyway, so like they go back to those tins that night, and like Maggie and Daryl talk some more after Maggie and Kelly talk, and Maggie's like, I'd like to meet your sister, and Kelly being optimistic like you will, like saying, putting out in the universe that Connie's still alive, which we did see her in that like after scene thing in at the finale. So we know she's out there somewhere, but she didn't look good. And Daryl and Maggie start talking, and it's like, does that mean like? Sounds like she's coming home. He's like, so does that mean you're coming home? And she's like, these people deserve a home. Herschel deserves a home. I'll deal with Negan if I have to. Like, also, it's worth noting, like in their first talk in the Tins, she said that Carol did what she thought she had to do. Like, she understands to a point now with what she's done because she went to escape that shit, but that's the same shit that she found.
Exactly.
So it's like she understands to it. She might not be okay with it, but she understands why Carol felt the need to do that. So like at this point, what I thought was a big deal is she was like, "I'll deal with Negan if I have to." And
Which that sounds a little weird.
oh, dude, why, dude, let Negan and Maggie go fight someone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! And remember that used to be Carol. Like Carol's still the wrecking ball, but that bitch needs to get her head back on.
Yeah, Carol is not there no more.
She
She
needs
hasn't
to.
been for quite a few years,
This
I'm gonna
this
say.
this ever since the hell was the kid's name? I know Matt is the actor's name. I can't remember. Her son when her son got put on the stake.
Yeah.
She just has not been it. And so we get this really cool scene. I don't know the name of the song, but it's playing some really intense music, and we see them walking towards Alexandria, and we see like obviously Alexandria is like rough because the Whisperers went through it. They didn't torch it, but they went through it. Like they were trying to eat whoever was there. So like they got some rebuilding to do, but you see that they're all going there. Some intense music's playing, and like basically Negan's there helping like with cleanup and build up, and like he looks over and it's just like Maggie has this crazy like badass scene holding Herschel's hand walking in, and she's like paying no attention. So I'm wondering if she's like gonna act like he's not there, or like I'm wondering what the future of that is because like I'm unsure. Like she didn't like
And
really
you
make.
can tell that Negan is feeling uneasy about it.
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
like I don't know. I'm sure like if she'd be willing to be like look past it, he would be fine with it. But I also know in the comic, Rick made Negan leave, like
Yeah.
allowed him to live, but made him leave. So, but
So
you know,
maybe in this case, what's her name? Maggie is the one that's gonna make him leave.
it could,
It could,
it could.
maybe we don't know.
I also like. I think that's going to have a lot to say on Gabriel. I think Gabriel's the one that probably has like one of the best, like most like interactions with Negan in general. Probably the better relationship because like even
Mm-hmm.
from that first episode where we got some about Lucille when they were trapped in that trailer like a long ass time ago, we might have
Yeah.
even been doing the podcast back then still. Yeah. So like, and since then, like I feel like so there's a Here's Negan episode on one of these episodes, and that's going to be basically the Here's Negan comic. And I'm guessing he's going to be talking to Gabriel during that, is like what I would be thinking. But like, I
Right.
don't know, it's just the episode, nothing like there was intense and craziness in the episode, but nothing like in the grand scheme of things was too crazy. But it was just like fucking good that it's finally back.
So I do have the two most I'm gonna say the most memorable moments of the
Alan's
episode.
memorable moments.
Yeah, Alan's memorable moments of the episode, which include the guy killing himself with the bomb,
That shit was nuts.
and we're gonna play it right now. There's no sound for copyright issues. But anyway, this guy is like a bad motherfucker. Like he's the bam of the fucking episode, badass
He must
motherfucker
have
of
had
the
a
episode.
yeah. I want to know more
Because
about
he
the
just killed
Pope.
himself.
Yeah, I want to know more about this Pope that sent him. Is he just like
Yeah.
a bounty? Oh, this is going to kind of spoil something for you, but I'm not going to say directly. Basically, there was a bounty hunter sent after Morgan and Fear at the beginning of season 6,
Okay.
which we're at the halfway point right now.
Right.
He could be something like that, or he
Yeah.
might just be affiliated with that group in
Because he
general.
was
And
by
they're just
himself. We learned that
yeah, he might be a bounty hunter. I don't know.
yeah, because
I've seen
we don't
it.
know if he was the Reapers like everybody else thinks, or he was just by himself,
Are the Reapers bounty hunters? Like I don't know.
or the Reapers bounty hunters. But anyway, I
Yeah,
thought that this guy was a bad motherfucker because
yeah, that was crazy. Well, he
he got
yeeted
stabbed.
Daryl.
Yeah,
He
he
just
yeeted Daryl. He got shot by 2 arrows, and then he killed himself.
yeah.
He blew himself up. And
Then
then
what is
what?
what's your other key moment?
Oh, the other one was the ending scene, which I thought it was kind of cool that they opened with a lot of tense feelings between Maggie and Negan, and then they ended the episode the same way,
Yeah,
but with
they're
Herschel.
Still definitely some tension. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. She didn't say what she told Herschel about the if he had died or not. She didn't say how she
didn't say,
answered
because she did mention that he asked her if he
it.
had received what he deserved.
Yeah,
So,
she didn't answer that particular point of the question.
here, we're gonna play that part. And it was intense. And like I said, Negan, you can tell that he's feeling uneasy. He sees Herschel. He knows it's what's his name? Glenn's son. And
he knows.
he's
He
definitely
knows
feeling,
exactly.
huh?
He definitely knows, because then keep in mind Maggie was pregnant the whole fight with Negan too. So like he knows. But yeah.
Right.
Oh shit, we rotated.
No, we.
Yeah.
I messed up.
Yeah. So yeah. Otherwise, like I don't know. I'm not gonna like particularly rate this episode like low. I'm gonna say it's a solid 7. Like it's not. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it
too.
I'm glad that The Walking Dead's back, and like just where the storytelling ever since like Gimple's been out of the main seat has been really, really good. I've just really dug it. But we got another episode coming. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was.
I tried to pull it, but I don't see it.
I'll get that if you want to show some of the preview pictures. Got it.
Sure. We got Daryl and
it's called Find Me. I'm gonna see if there's a summary for it. Oh no, there isn't.
What is it called?
It's called Find Me. So we see, well, out of some of like the screen tell, I've seen like Daryl infiltrated like this girl's cabin on accident, and she's about to kill him. So this is like there's going to be flashbacks to this episode that are something of the time of when Daryl was spending time on his own, like in that camp area, and when he got Dog. So we'll get more Dog. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. So be ready to tune in next week. These are gonna go up like roughly when the episode's ending on Sundays. So just if you're interested, sub and put notifications on. Otherwise, me and Aalan both do stream if you guys want to check us out like at other times. So
you should definitely follow Zach though, because he's a little bit more consistent than I am.
So. Yeah, I've been over on Twitch at Capzgt.
And you can follow me on. Oh wait, you weren't done. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you can also at the same tag follow me on Twitter, where I'm like pretty active, so you'll know what's up, or you can say what's up to me and I'll like your tweet and say hi. So also Deadchatt on Twitter is coming back, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
And like I said, you can follow me on Gaming Addicts on Facebook. I do stream Fortnite, Call of Duty, whatever I feel like, pretty much.
Basically. So a lot of Call of Duty and Pokemon shit from me, so fuck it. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, and like Zach said, you can follow us at Deadchatt, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah, we're resurrecting. We're resurrecting.
Yeah, and also the podcast will be available in iTunes for sure, but
no video.
We'll have more platforms in the coming weeks.
Yep. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
All right.